Okay, here we are. So this is the mobile application. So I'm going to access the mobile application. The splash icon is showed momentarily, and then I log on. And the app is now online. So I'm going to just look at the offline data. There's nothing there, and then the app is online. So now, if you just look at the app very quickly, you'll notice that there are only 4 fields that the user needs to capture. So this is bin-to-bin transfer. So when you're transferring data from one bin to another, the 4 main elements that needs to be captured is the product of the material, the quantity that needs to be transferred, the source storage bin, and the destination bin. All the other important parameters for updating the data into SAP, like the warehouse number, plant number, storage location, etc., are defaulted from the user parameters in the user master. If these values are not set up in the user master, this app will actually prompt the user to enter these values by opening this pop-up when the application is started. So that's how this has been designed. So the point is to not replicate exactly field for field, screen for screen what's in SAP, but it's to optimize and make the whole app efficient. So there needs to be fewer clicks and the input needs to be easier. So that's part of the app design as well. So now I'm simply going to, it's a simple app. I just chose the product, I chose the transfer quantity, then I chose the source bin, and then I chose the target bin. And then the app is online, I'm saving it. As you can see, the data is stored offline. So this app has been designed so that all updates are done offline only. It is possible to design the application to update online if the device is online and only update offline if the device is offline. Slightly more complicated, but that's possible. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to actually update the quantity. Just to show you that it's possible to update the data offline. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go offline, go into airplane mode. Once I go to airplane mode, the little red icon appears to the left of the user image, and that indicates that the app is offline. So now I'm going to go to the second one, 2 done, 6, and this is the second transaction. So now if I go back, I can see that 325A, 326A. So there are 2 records that are in offline. So from this page, the user can either go to delete mode, be able to delete it, or the user could sync. So now let's see, the app is offline. Let's see what happens when the user tries to sync. Essentially, the app informs the user that the sync is not possible at this point in time because the app is offline. So now let's assume the user has done all his transactions for the day and the user exits the app, and then the next day he comes back in and the app is online now. Okay, so now you'll see that I'm back online and I'm actually trying to sync the data. The user essentially enters the application, accesses the application, and the application detects the fact that there is offline data and that's not been synced. And then it also detects the fact that the app is back online. So it prompts the user to say, do you want to sync now? So then we say yes. The app then successfully syncs the data on the device with SAP. And you can see that there are 2 transactions, 2 records created in SAP. So we're going to log on to SAP to have a look at these 2 transfer orders. That's the next step. Okay, so we are in SAP now, logged on to SAP. I'm going to just access transaction LT21, display transfer order. and 609 was the one that we saw. First transfer order, SD32A, source data from 916D1 to 916D4. And it was done on 18th of March and by my user ID. So that's the first one. The second one is 610. So this is SD326A from 916 out zone, 2 pieces to destination 916D1. So that kind of closes the loop on how the data gets updated into SAP. If there are any error records, then those error records will get stored in a custom table. And I'm going to quickly access the custom table now. So this is the custom table. And then there are so many records here. So if I just were to look for error records that have been created in the last week, then I would get a list of error records that have been stored in the system. So from this point onwards, there needs to be a process from inside SAP to figure out how to deal with these error records. And that could be an automated process, manual process, or some combination thereof. So that's the end of this presentation. Thank you very much.